Hi.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Butler to Simmons. To Anthony. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Finish that. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A lot of contact. No whistle. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Simmons to Embiid. Anthony. And it's Anderson with the rebound. Conley to Jaren Jackson. They work it down to Gasol. Throws it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
To Conley. Shot from the lane won't go. Simmons to Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That's his first personal foul.
Carmelo Anthony. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
Oh, good shot, boy.
Missed the middle one. One more coming. Grizzlies own the basketball. Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gets it in the right corner. To Simmons. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Conley into the front court. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. Conley defended by Melo. Short jumper stays out.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Anthony, it's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Carmelo Anthony with a chance at a 4-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And he missed the free throw. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a point. To Gasol. Blocked.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Conley. Sixers with the rebound. To Anthony. Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Conley into the front court, trailing by 4. Knocked loose, taken by the Sixers. Butler for 2. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The assist from number 11.
Sixers control. Simmons to Butler. Has a look. Almost, but no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions.
Conley to Gasol. Got it from the line.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
Conley. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Conley. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Hollis Jefferson. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz to Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Conley into the front court. They're down 3. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Count the free throw as well.
Watch that cutter.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. No separation so far. It's all even. Very even first quarter, tied at 12 to start the second, and it's underway. Memphis with the rock. To Hollis Jefferson. Dylan Brooks. Goes to the right side. Dylan Brooks. Fires the three, buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Into the front court comes Smith. Down three. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Gasol. Has a chance. Gasol with a shot that won't fall. And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Hollis Jefferson. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Butler. Fires the three, and the Grizzlies have the rebound. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Butler.
That's his first.
Jimmy Butler is going to get a chance at three here. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one, count it.
It's like practice.
It's the second. One more coming.
Philadelphia. Substitutions.
Knocks down all three at the line.
Good shot. I got him.
Conley. To Dylan Brooks. Screen coming. Dylan Brooks, defended by Melo. To Conley. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Butler. Trying to cash in.
To number 11, Mike Conley. That's his.
Jimmy Butler. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Shot, bro.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Has a look. Conley with a shot. Comes up empty. Embiid. To Anthony. From long range. Jackson comes down with the rebound. Taken by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
That won't go.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
To Butler. For three. Rebound Jackson. Conley. Lets it fly from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 20, Markel Fultz. Into the game for
Butler.
Memphis.
To Anthony. Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads three. To Kyle Anderson. Conley.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Jaren Jackson. And scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Jimmy Butler, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question, that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
The assist from number 21, Joe.
Memphis, they've got it. Conley to Kyle Anderson. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The assist from number 1, Kyle Anderson.
Butler is good.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making a shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Grizzlies are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets. The 76ers don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after 1 half. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Butler was all over the boards in the first half. You've got to appreciate his determination when shots go up.
Who was cold?
Mike Conley was inefficient in the first half.
He's been able to get shots up, but more often than not, they just haven't been dropping for him.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
To Gasol. Marc Gasol. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Redick. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's blocked by Johnson. Nothing going here on that drive. To Gasol. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. To Redick. Trying to cash in. Redick with a shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse but take out for, guess what, another one.
Way to hit, way to hit.
The assist from number 5, Amir Johnson.
Grizzlies own the basketball. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy leg.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jay. Simmons to Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The shot by Parsons, no good. To Simmons. Markelle Fultz. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Anthony. And the rebound comes to Conley. Conley into the front court. Leads a bucket to Gasol. Sixers have it. Embiid to Redick. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from number 12.
To Redick. Fires the three. Textbook defense. Conley into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Sixers have the basketball.
In the third quarter.
Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Joel Embiid. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Jaren Jackson. Conley. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here's Simmons with it up top. The deficit is 6. The rebound's pulled down by the Grizzlies. Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Grizzlies have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Smith now into the front court. His guy's down 3. Goes to the right side. Anthony. And he knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Here comes the screen. Conley to Gasol. It was right there. To Butler. And a putback slam.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Conley. Can't convert the free throw. Anderson. Conley. And he buries it.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
To Butler. From long range. And the rebound taken in by Memphis. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Anderson driving right to the basket. No good. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
To Butler. For three. Not going down here. Conley into the front court. Up by 3. Wide open look, won't go. Anthony. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Memphis with the run. Conley. Embiid says not this time. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the players up there and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Simmons.
Subbing in for the Grizzlies, number 12.
Butler. Yes! Three-pointer is good.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
To Conley. Missed a wide open look. Embiid to Anthony. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know to scout him.
It's Grizzlies ball. Anderson. Has a look. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Conley. And he'll head to the line. Blocked by Butler. Mike Conley has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Oops. He missed the first one.
Number 13.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. You on top. Jimmy Butler. Contested 3. He buries it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
To Kyle Anderson. Screen coming. Kyle Anderson defended by Melo. To Dylan Brooks. The drive. Right.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Conley. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Butler to bring it up. Our score all even here in the 4th quarter. Nice finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Conley, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Sixers control it. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. 18 feet for the win. Time expires, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. And the extra period begins. Embiid. Short jumper off the mark. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Shot won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. They've recovered it. To Butler. Count the basket at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 2 to Kyle Anderson. To Gasol. Down low. Big finish at the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Slams it home on the putback.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
Conley into the front court. They trail by 2. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Butler to Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
From the outside, no good. To Simmons. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Butler into the front court. Lead is 2. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same wavelength here in this fourth quarter of play. Substitution being made in this one. Anderson. 4-3. Off the iron. No good. To Butler. Simmons. Off the mark. To Jaren Jackson. No good. And no foul. Simmons. 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. The past is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Going to launch beyond the arc. To Anthony. Count it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Kyle Anderson matched up with Carmelo Anthony. Fires the three. It's no good. Shots not going down.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Anthony. To Butler. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Anderson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Anthony. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Has a chance. Pulls up for two. And Jimmy Butler. Jumper's good. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis, as they'll want to make sure everyone's on the same page here in this overtime. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. That misses with a second to go. The Sixers are victorious as they win it in overtime. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were successful in overtime, earning a solid win. It was impressive to watch them battle fatigue on their way to a positive result. In the end, their perseverance was rewarded in a grueling game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Grizzlies are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, You're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Memphis Grizzlies. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.